Hey everyone, this is Time Bunny and I am here once again doing a video that I don't do as often on the channel anymore, and that is a quick room tour of where I'm staying, because I'm in Southampton at the moment and I'm staying for a couple of nights because there's like a jobs fair thing going on tomorrow at St Mary's Stadium. So I decided to make a little bit of a trip of it, just to get away from sort of like stuff and things for a couple of nights. So I decided to put myself into the Ibis budget because I thought I'd give them a go, see what they're like. So yes, the room's a little bit unusual, but we'll see that in a moment. But yeah, let's have a look around, shall we? So starting from the beginning, this is obviously where the main door of the hotel room is. And as you first come in, this door here is this is where the loo is. So yeah, it's like a little separate loo. Then if I get that shut, this is the main room as you come in. So yeah, there's the mirror there, bed, TV, little desk. And as you come round here, see me, hi, you've got the sink just here. Yes, I've got a towel hanging up at the moment because I just had to wash my hands. And then here is the shower. So yeah, they have it all separate here, which was a little bit odd, but not necessarily in a bad way. And this is basically my view. So we've got IKEA, we've got McDonald's literally just out there, which to a fatty like me is great because I thought I haven't got to go far if I want to get any junk food. And you've got the main sort of town centre just over that way. So yeah, little place to hang bits up if you need to. This is the room from the other way. So yeah, it's a bit of a, as I said, a little bit of a unusual setup compared to what I'm used to, obviously having the bathroom and the shower and sink all as separate little things. But size wise, I think it's about, about the same as I've had like places in the past when I've stayed at like the place I stayed at in London last year. The room probably wasn't all that much bigger. It was probably, give or take, if you were to measure everything, it's probably about the same size. It's just this one's more square, whereas the other room was like long, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's just the bathroom is like a little bit of an unusual setup, but I'm not necessarily saying that's a bad thing. It's just different to what I'm used to. But overall, I mean, the room looks okay. It looks clean. I've got all the bits I need. I've got a bed, obviously, sort of shower and loo, so it's like, it's fine. I mean, I'm going to see how it goes, and then I may add a little bit onto the end of this to say whether I liked it here or didn't, or what have you. So you might see me again like in a little while. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this little talk, and I will see you again, either at the you might get another segment at the end of this video, or I'll see you again in the next one, depending on what happens. So, bye. Right, hello, this is Future Bunny here, and I've just realised that I meant to do like a little extra piece about the hotel I stayed at and then forgot. So yes, as you all know, I stayed at the Ibis budget in Southampton, which was, at time of recording this, getting on for about a month ago now. I think it's roughly, give or take, about 4 weeks since I did the previous footage, because yeah, I kind of got distracted and forgot to actually finish the video off. So yeah. But yeah, overall, the hotel was definitely not like nice that I stayed at, because I've had people say in the past, like, Ibis budget, they're a bit rubbish, and there's always like homeless and people and druggies and drunks and that stay in those that particular, well, not that hotel specifically, but in Ibis budgets in general, because they tend to be cheap. So I was, so I obviously had that in my mind a little bit when I stayed. They're like, oh yeah, is that type of person that stays there? And oh, there's always people shouting and banging around and this, that, and the other. And it's like, when I stayed there was like absolutely no bother at all. Okay, I'd say there was one, I think on the Tuesday night, it was either the Tuesday or the Wednesday night, there were some people who were being a little bit noisy about sort of, it was around 11-ish o'clock, but it was only for like a few minutes. I think it was just people probably coming home from pub or something and probably just forgot themselves and were being a little bit noisy. But once I think they all buggered off to their rooms, they were fine, And, as for all the, like, they're being like, oh, homeless people, druggies, ooh, it's like, I didn't encounter anyone like that, it was fine. Everyone seemed like they were all right, no one's there trying to cause trouble or all begging or doing anything else, I mean, I'm not saying these things don't happen, but I'm wondering just how true these accounts are. When it's like, you start wondering, did these things happen, or are people exaggerating one tiny little event and being like, oh my god, these places are full of drug addicts and alcoholics trying to do all these terrible things to you? And it's just like, okay. Just like, yeah, pat you on the head, I'm sure that happens, sort of thing, But yeah, overall, I'd say it's a case of, don't necessarily believe all these like reviews and stories that people tell you, like, oh, Ibis budget bad, it's full of all these horrible types of people. It's like, in that particular one I stayed at, it's like nothing of the sort happened. So yeah, overall I liked it, and I would definitely stay there again personally. But yeah, it comes bunny approved, as it were. So yes, I'm going to wind this up now and finally get this video uploaded, and I will see you all next video.